We are still live from the Niagara Industrial in Caloocan. And for our 6th game, we feature fast and furious action from the 14 and under of the North Conference. We continue the live coverage of the country's premier youth basketball league, the one and only Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. So for our games today, a while ago it was between Manila and Valenzuela for the first set of 3 this time. The last game of the day, 14 under action between Mandaluyong and Quezon City. Good afternoon, everybody. The name is Chop Pangilinan, still with Coach Mark Dandan and with our courtside reporter, Miss Nicole Lim. Coach Mark, both teams right now at the middle of the standings.
Of course, and we all know these two teams coming off big wins each. So they're looking to continue that momentum to propel them into a winning streak.
And you already said it, both teams coming from big dominant wins. First, let's talk about Mandaluyong's last game.
Mandaluyong playing well, blowing out San Juan by 44 points. They didn't shoot the ball very well from the outside. Only 1 out of 8, but they didn't have to because they had 76 points in the paint against San Juan. So that's going to be another important statistic in this game today.
Even if you multiply by 2 yung points in the paint ng San Juan, it won't reach Mandaluyong. But now, for Quezon City's last game, also dominating San Juan.
Very similar wins here for Quezon City and Mandaluyong. But you're looking at, again, they didn't shoot the ball very well from the outside. Only 2 made threes, but they didn't have to because they had 34 fast break points and 45 points from turnovers.
And again, those certainly are the things that Quezon City will have to stick to. But right now, let's waste no time further. Let's turn it over to our venue announcer, Mr. Gio Cruz.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Basketball action continues here inside the Niagara Court, Caloocan City for the continuation of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 2, ang Liga ng Bawat Batang Pilipino. We're live on the official FB page and YouTube channel of the Junior MPBL. It's the 14 other division between Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith and Quezon City 828 Junior Giants. Now let's meet the starting lineups. First from Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. Starting forward number 3, Kobe Abahon. Other forward number 16, Maxwell Train. At center, number 30, Braydon Gopilan. Starting guard, number 20, Prince De La Cruz. And also at guard, number 23, Charles Bernardo. Head coach of Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith, 14 under, Benji Diswe, assisted by Young Kachikista, team manager, Mark Herrera. And now let's meet the starting lineups from the Quezon City 828 Junior Giants. Starting forward number 8, Tristan Flores. Other forward number 23, Jordan Yang. Man in the middle, number 15, Ryan C. At guard number 7, Way Vergara. And also at guard number 88, Cyrus Tang. Head coach of the Quezon City 828 Junior Giants, 14 under, Ian Mazo, assisted by Ronald Cruz, Ian Rosella, Rika Young, and team manager Philbert Chang. Our game officials, Chief Joseph Leos.
Our do-right bola ng Pinoy team starters. For Quezon City, we have Tang, Vergara, Yang, Flores, and C. Mandaluyong, we have Bernardo De La Cruz, Train, Abound, and Gupilan in the 14 and under division, the very energetic 14 and under division. Mandaluyong led by head coach Benji Diswe, and Quezon City led by head coach Ian Mazo. Again, just a quick recap, both teams coming off a dominant win, both against the makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors. So right now, I think it's safe to say, which team has the most confidence, but not too much to the point that it'll get to their heads.
Well, they both have a lot of confidence. Quezon City coming off their first win of the season, and with Mandaluyong, they're trying to build a winning streak. So, you know, these teams coming in hot, and we'll see who actually pulls through here.
Talking about confidence, we have Braydon Upilan playing, and the last time me and Coach Mark covered him, he shot 5 3-pointers in a row.
I remember that in Ares Pasig.
So talk about the confidence, you know, he has a surplus of that. Speaking of, there he goes. He will miss his first attempt. But here comes Braydon Upilan. Will settle for a 2-pointer.
It's going to be a good game here with Braydon Upilan, who's very, you know, deceiving in terms of his quickness. You wouldn't think it first time you see him, but he can shoot from the outside. He can go downhill. He had a big game in their victory against San Juan, 24 points, 9 boards, and 4 steals.
What a convenience to have someone like Braydon on your team. Oh, tough shot. That won't go for Upilan. Meanwhile, oh, out of bounds as Yang steps outside.
Bit out of sorts, or Quezon City to start the game here, trying to rush into their offense.
So it'll be Train sending it out. Miscommunication that time as Yang gets a hold, redeems himself of that turnover. With De La Cruz nowhere to go. They're able to cross half court. Train receives it. Train, no good. Flores running. Flores sidestep. Able to finish. What a move.
Impressive finish from Flores there in transition.
It's 42. Another run this time. It's with Vergara. Reverse lane is no good. See the putback.
Again, this pressure being brought by Quezon City, especially here in the backcourt, causing problems from Mandaluyong early.
Right now, to set up the offense, Mandaluyong down by 4. The pick. They send it out once again. Inside, no go. As Flores denies that shot. Meanwhile, no one rather was there to receive it. That's now Train on the floor. Pass it to his teammate. Inside the lane, able to convert. Prince Charles Bernardo.
Some royalty there. the current King of England, Prince Charles Bernardo, with the basket.
On the other side, Flores missing the mark. But still, they're up by 2. One-hander, no good for Teng. Sends it out. Teng to Yang. And a foul going to be called.
Kind of wishing that they had a teammate named Giao. So we have a Yang Giao on the floor.
2-point lead for Quezon City. So it's Jordan Yang at the free throw line. First one is good. Again, we see assistant coach of this team, Coach Yong Katekista. Second one is good for Jordan Yang. Here they go. Bernardo sends it to his teammate. Good passing. Train to Prince Charles. At the top of the arc. Good ball movement. Shot clock down to 5. Prince Charles Bernardo has it. Tough shot. Won't go in for him. Still with them. Another shot. Good defense coming from Tristan Flores.
It's rarely that you see that His Highness being rejected at the rim, but the effort's there from Mandaluyong. They need to be able to capitalize on these multiple opportunities at the rim.
So right now it's still with Mandaluyong. So Jace Gominghui gonna be called for a technical foul for not tucking in his jersey.
Everybody's favorite technical foul here in the junior MPBL.
So that'll mean a technical free throw for Mr. Train. So we have a Prince Charles and the Mr. Train right here. As that goes in for Maxwell Train. What a name. You see Coach Benji Diswe and assistant coach Yong Katikista. Of course, sitting beside Coach Mark Herrera. That's a foul going to be called on Quezon City. So both teams now, or rather Quezon City with 2 fouls, Mandaluyong with 1. 14 seconds at the shot clock. Quick fire, no good from Maxwell Train. Hopilan, offensive board, crashing his way inside. That won't go. And here goes Quezon City. That is overpassed.
A bit too strong there. Good idea, just bad execution.
Meanwhile, Mandaluyong. Another out of bounds play, but it will stay with Mandaluyong. And so far, we have yet to see from Braydon Hopilan. Meanwhile, speaking of, Hopilan has the leather. Decides to bring it down for himself, and a foul going to be called on Gobing Hui.
And that was a waste because that was almost an 8-second violation there on Hopilan, but getting bailed out with the foul. And for Gobing Hui, that's number 3 because he had the technical, then he picked up 1, and then this was his 3rd.
And he's one of the more lengthy players of this Quezon City squad.
Coach Mark Herrera will pick up a warning.
So a 3-point lead for Quezon City. Again, we see Coach Mark Herrera was ejected in their first game, now back. Well, he was also present in our past game. Meanwhile, Prince Charles up top against Gucheco. Good passing. They swing it around the arc. They ask for a pick. Shot clock at 10. Bernardo, another send out. Still with Bernardo. Good passing, nowhere to go. Bailout shot.
Ooh. Bad foul there by Gucheco at the buzzer of the shot clock, bailing out. Can't hit the player on the shooting arm on a jump shot, on a bailout jumper at that.
And I think that's what's crucial there, yung bailout jumper part. They've been defending for the past 24 seconds only to let the opponent shoot free throws. Good for them, hindi na ipasok yung una. Actually, both of those free throws. Still a 3-point gap. Yang attacking, sends it out. They fire for 3. Won't connect, that was Gucheco. Here goes Train. The fake. And a foul. 2 free throws coming up for Maxwell Train.
So Mr. Train there taking the defense along for the ride. Great shot fake, gets to the free throw line. And early, well, not too early, but Quezon City in the penalty, Mandaluyong still just 1 team foul.
Couple of substitutions being made here by Coach Ian Mazo. This first one is off the mark for Maxwell Train. Second one on its way. A chance to cut the lead to just 2. Over 3 minutes remaining in our opening chapter as Maxwell Train goes 0 out of 2. Meanwhile, Cheng, mid-range jumper is no good. And here goes Prince Charles attacking the lane, scoops it up. That won't fall. A rebound by Clores. And a foul, I believe, going to be called on Mandaluyong. Or rather, on Quezon City. So that'll be no more fouls to give for them. And just one for Manda. They send it out. They attack the lane. That is good.
It's so funny to see three teams. We've seen Mandaluyong play three teams here. All play the same way. When you play under Coach Mark Herrera, you don't know any other gear but fifth. You're going at 100 every time you're on the floor.
You know, now that you've pointed it out, I can clearly see it. And even Coach Mark's collegiate team, Ama University Kings, plays the exact same way.
I had the opportunity to play against, to coach against that team. The team is lightning quick, and they shoot from the outside a lot.
Meanwhile, Cheng, speaking of shooting outside, knocks down that three-pointer.
And there you go, everybody's favorite zone play once again. The exit screen to the corner.
Meanwhile, no IG, no entry, says Tristan Clores.
Hindi nga naman pwede. So, pag wala kang RFID dito sa NLEX, hindi ka makakapasok. Malapit lang tayo sa NLEX eh. And looks like a warning. If this is the second warning, that's going to be a tick. There you go.
So that'll mean one more bonus free throw. It's gonna be Rafael Cheng. 4-point lead for Quezon City. Over a minute remaining in the first. That doesn't go in for Rafael Cheng. So here comes Bermudez taking it out. Quick shot, that won't go for Cabagte. Offensive board, still no go for Cabagte. They still have it. Bermudez, mid-range jumper is off the mark. Hopilan gets it back, possibly for a fourth try, but a foul going to be called on QC, so that's free throws.
Yeah, coaching staff of Quezon City frustrated there because they're giving up a lot of opportunities here for Mandaluyong. Right now, they're a bit lucky because Mandaluyong is not making their shots. But right now, it's going to be free throws for Gupilan. And, you know, with Gupilan, the shooter that he is, if he sees this ball go in, this could be dangerous for QC.
Perhaps may find the groove he needs from that free throw line, as that first one is good. Second one on its way for Braden. He goes 1 out of 2. And here comes the Junior Giants. Cheng sends it to the corner. They pass it around. Traveling violation called on Gocheco.
It's one of those things you should have shot instead of dribbled here.
We're talking about Braden Hopilan once again, averaging 21 points per game. Actually, 3 of the players of Mandaluyong averaging double figures, as they're just down by 3 under a minute remaining. Maxwell Train to Hopilan. Still no go. His second attempt from 3. And a foul going to be called. Only the third team foul of Mandaluyong. And on the other side, Tristan Clores, #1 scorer for this 14-under squad of the Junior Giants. Meanwhile, Tang has it. Good passing. Cheng for 3, that won't fall. Hopilan now to Prince Charles Bernardo. Shot clock at 18. Bernardo the attack, almost losing it. Cabagte fading away, it's good.
Cabagte at the right place, at the right time. They're picking up the ball. 2 points.
Meanwhile, no good from C. Last 5 seconds. Picasso will hand it off. And that'll be it for our quarter. That is 11 to 10. Just a 1-point lead by the Quezon City 8-8 Junior Giants. As being Coach Mark shall return for the second quarter. And once again, this is Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL.
Bola ng Pinoy, pound for pound, Biliga ready. Nature Spring, the #1 bottled water in the Philippines. Don Benito's Pambansang Kasava. Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty. Pound Active for quality sportswear. Chris Jacob Collection for affordable but quality daily perfumes.
Coach Ian of Quezon City Junior Giants is happy with his players because after winning on their previous game, he see improvements and these young men finally learn to do adjustments with their play and teammates. He also mentioned a while ago that there are 2 players who is not present today. Steve Go, who is currently has an injury, and John Teng, who has a fever. That's why they didn't make it in today's game. The advice that Coach Ian always give to his players is to play with the system and find ways to contribute to the team. Cho and Coach Mark.
Thank you very much, Nicole, for that report. And indeed, looks like Quezon City still holding their own despite some key absences. They're leading by 4. Stang will send it out. C, the spin. Rather, that is D. And that goes in for him.
Confident move there from Isham D.
Train steps on the brakes. Out to Jackson. Against D. The pick from Hopilan. Jackson attacks. And a foul going to be called on Quezon City. So it looks like Jackson shall go to the free throw line.
Isaiah Jackson.
6-point lead for Quezon City. First one won't go for Isaiah Jackson. Second one on its way. 1 out of 2 for Isaiah. 5-point lead for Quezon City. And a steal. Here comes Bermudez. Losing the leather. And here comes Tyrese Tang. Good passing. Vergara. Out to Tang. Now it's Isham D. Kick ball. Possession going to stay with QC.
Quick subs here for Mandaluyong. Prince Charles checking back in. Quick break for him.
Isham D bringing it out. Finds Tyrese Tang. Being swarmed. Passes it nowhere. Turns it over to Mandaluyong. So 2 minutes gone by in our second period. Prince Charles brings it down against Isham D. Tough shot. Won't go for Bernardo. Another try. And that is good courtesy of Tom. Or rather, Kobe Abahon.
Great hustle there by Kobe Abahon, forcing his way for the second chance points.
3-point lead. Clores sends it inside. Vergara back to Tristan Clores. That won't fall. Salgado sends it out. Tang for 3. Unable to send it home. Foul called on Tristan Clores. 2 team fouls now on the side of QC. So right now it's a 3-point lead Mandaluyong on the trail. Hopilan attacking. A basket. No basket. Almost. As Braden Hopilan shall go to the free throw line. Another chance to get his groove. Again, the #1 in points per game on his team. Let's take another look. In and out. First free throw on the way for Braden Hopilan, averaging 21. First one is good.
And just 4 points here for Braden Hopilan. Far cry from his 21, but we have to yet see him unleash from the outside.
Well, that is his trademark. It's still early in the ball game. Still an eternity of basketball to be played. Meanwhile, Tang. Oh, the steal by Prince Charles. Sidestep, unable to finish. He gets it back. Will fire one up. That is short. Hopilan grabs it. Braden inside the paint. Muscling his way inside.
And that's the power of Braden Hopilan. I don't think that any guy on the front line from QC can really match him pound for pound here.
Meanwhile, that's no good from Tang. They send it out. They fire for 3. Off the mark. Last touch on Mandaluyong, so possession with QC.
They're going to have to help Braden Hopilan their battle for rebounds because I just saw him by himself against 3 guys in black.
Cheng fading away. Good at that short jumper. A nature spring timeout called by Coach Benji Diswe as they are trailing just by 1. Under 6 minutes remaining. Back to the action right here as you see our Doray Bola ng Pinoy team. I was about to say team starters.
Did you reset the game, Cho?
Well, that is nonetheless our Doray Bola ng Pinoy, the official ball of our junior MPBL. 1 point lead for Quezon City. And so a couple of substitutions right here as I see a Jackson will sit for a while. Train still in the ball game. So Bernardo brings it down against Vergara. Bernardo against 2 green shirts. Meanwhile, a steal. Vergara finishes in transition.
And that hurts because Mandaluyong just came off a timeout and immediately gives up a turnover and an easy layup for Quezon City.
Train finds Prince Charles. Hopilan thought about the 3. Attacking the lane. Oh, series of moves coming from Braden Hopilan.
Hopilan just making it very easy. I like how fundamentally sound this kid is.
Salgado will choose to send it out. Vergara fires for 3.
Vergara has one of those releases that just looks like he's a born shooter.
And gives his squad a 4-point lead. Meanwhile, speaking of born shooters, Hopilan going to the floor, called for a travel. But meanwhile, let's turn it over to Nicole Lim for a report.
Coach Mark from Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith shares with me that in today's game, he is rooting for Ion Umali and Kenan Picasso, who is both a guards, and he is impressed with these young players because at the age of 10 years old, kayang-kaya nilang makipagsabayan sa mas matatanda sa kanila. Dagdag pa ni Coach Mark, they're also doing their trainings for almost every day. Sinusulit na nga daw ni Coach ang pagpapaensayo sa mga ito habang wala pang pasok sa school. That's it on the side of Mandaluyong Juniors. Joe and Coach Mark.
Thank you very much for that report, Nicole. And Picasso and Umali, just 10 years old. And we're in the 14 and under division, so roughly that's 3 to 4 more years.
He's going to be here for a while. Probably not, because at the rate that he's developing, he's probably going to be in the 16 under when he's barely 14.
So definitely, you know, the sky is the limit, not only for them, but for kids like them. Meanwhile, that won't go. Vergara sends it out, still with 8-8. Vergara one more time, that won't fall. The putback by Cheng.
Oh, the 8-8 Junior Giants is scrambling for that loose ball. All those 5 guys in the paint.
QC now up by 9. Kupilan will say otherwise.
Now, I remember when we covered this first game, Cho, he surprised everybody in the building hitting those 5 straight threes.
Yeah, we all wondered who is that guy. And there he goes, Braydon Opilan, but this time it's Raphael Cheng once again.
And we talked about why it's no surprise that he's wearing number 30 on his jersey.
Mga Julius Randle, coach.
Seth Curry.
Or maybe Del Curry, who knows?
Del Curry.
But right now, speaking of, number 30 of Mandaluyong will fire one more 3. Won't fall. And a whistle from our officials. I believe that's going to be called on QC. So no more fouls to give.
They're going to be in the penalty. In Mandaluyong, you're looking at their team fouls. Immaculate. No fouls here in the second quarter.
Talk about the disciplined defense being showcased. And as Abahon takes his free throws, let me thank our sponsors. Sponsor Pound Fitness. Doride Bola ng Pinoy. Pound Active. Wing Bowl. Nature Spring. Jinky Skin. Chris Jacobs. And then Don Benitos. Ang pambansang kasava. And we would also like to invite everybody to tune in to our upcoming Junior MPBL 21 Under D-League. Certainly something to look forward to. A chance for not so young men to have a ticket to the pros. Meanwhile, a 6-point lead for Quezon City. The swipe away. And here they go. The attack. Unable to finish was Abahon. Another try. Still won't fall. Quezon City gets it back. Under 2 minutes remaining. Tang directing the offense. Finds Himao. This time out of bounds as that was Jordan Yang unable to catch it.
That's a bad turnover if you're Quezon City, because just running your set play there, that exit screen going to the corner, just a bad pass.
Kupilan has it. Braydon attacks his way inside. Oh! Acrobatic circus shot.
With the English on the ball, Pilan just manufacturing something out of nothing there.
Meanwhile, 2 free throws going to be given to Jordan Yang. And again, let's go back to that shot from Braydon Opilan. So a minute remaining right here. And so far, Opilan has been the one making some noise for Mandaluyong. Has 14 points. And we see Coach Ian Mazo of the 14 under squad of the Junior Giants. And for Quezon City, it has been Raphael Cheng with 12 points. So right now, Mandaluyong just 1 foul to their name. And free throws, I believe, going to be given to Your Highness, Prince Charles Bernardo.
Prince Charles has played a lot of minutes here, almost 18 minutes, only has 2 points. But the defense has been very important. The pressure that he puts on the ball carriers of Quezon City has been excellent.
Well, he does average almost 30 minutes per game. Add 11 points, 2 boards, and 6 assists to that. But he goes 0 out of 2 on that trip. As here comes Gucheco and Quezon City. Yang out to Gucheco. They find Cheng inside to Yang. Fading away, that is good for Jordan Yang.
Tough shot there by Jordan Yang in the face of the defender.
Bermudez, that handoff from Picasso. They're unable to finish. It looks like a Nature Spring timeout going to be called by Coach Ian Mazo as they're up by 7. We shall take a short break right here, and once again, this is Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Back to the action right here. 33 seconds remaining in our second period. Make that 7-point lead for Quezon City. And another timeout going to be called by Coach Ian Mazo. So that's back-to-back timeouts. Back-to-back Nature Spring timeouts as we shall return. Back to the action. The timeout was brought to you by Nature Spring, provider of safe and affordable drinking water to Filipinos. 7-point gap in favor of Quezon City. They have possession. Cheng hands it off to Yang. Back to Cheng. Finds Gucheco up top. 3-second violation. Nature Spring timeout going to be called by Coach Benji Diswe as Mandaluyong just down by 7. Back to the action right here. 7-point gap. Quezon City still in the driver's seat. 21.5 seconds remaining. Quezon City no more fouls to give. Mandaluyong just one to their name. Bermudez finds Hopilan. Still with Hopilan. Able to cross half court. Picasso fires one. Off the mark. Last 7 seconds. Cheng loses it. Bermudez, tough shot, that won't fall. Last 1 second. And that'll do it for For our first half, it's 34-27. Only a 7-point gap. Quezon City 8-8 Junior Giants still in the driver's seat. Me and Coach Mark shall return for some second half action. And once again, this is Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL.
Collection for affordable but quality daily perfumes.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL would like to thank Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benito's, ang pambansang cassava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines, Pound for Pound Fitness, Be Liga Ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active, for quality sportswear, Wing Bowl, it's like coming home, Chris Jacob Collection, for affordable but quality daily perfumes.
And at the half, it's 34-27. 7-point lead by the Quezon City 8-8 Junior Giants. And so far, Mandaluyong still not losing with this one. Still a lot of time to go back and perhaps take the lead.
They have to do a better job converting their opportunities. They have 35 field goal attempts compared to only 26 for Quezon City, but Quezon City is capitalized with their percentage, shooting 50%. Mandaluyong only 25% show. So that's been the problem for them. They have the chances. They have the shots. They're just not making them. They're only 1 out of 7 from the outside, from 3, and only 8 of 15 from the free throw line. They have more attempts. And we see the leading scorers here. Kupilan with 12, Abahon with 4, Bernardo with 3. For Quezon City, Cheng with 12, Yang with 8, and Vergara with 8. But again, going back to my point, Mandaluyong, multiple opportunities for baskets, and we've seen that in the first half. 3 or 4 attempts at the basket, but they can't convert. That's been the problem.
So efficiency will be the focus of this Mandaluyong squad entering our second half. But right now, let me thank our sponsors, Pound for Pound Fitness, Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the official ball of the Junior MPBL, Pound Active, Wing Bowl, Nature Spring, provider of safe and affordable drinking water to Filipinos, Jinky Skin, Chris Jacobs, and Don Benito's ang pambansang cassava. Of course, we would like to invite everyone as well to tune into our upcoming Junior MPBL 21 Under D League. Again, certainly an exciting chance to see young, not so young gentlemen pursue their dreams of going to the pros, aka the Senior MPBL League. And definitely, you know, silver lining as well always is the opportunities is endless with Junior MPBL. Sky's the limit for these kids and for our league. As right now we begin our third period. Jackson back into the lineup. Bernardo still playing. They try to find someone inside. Hopinan, no good on that short jumper. And C not wasting any time, attacking the lane, unable to finish against Jackson. Jackson to Hupilan. Oh, the slow step, but not that time. And props to Tristan Flores helping up Hupilan as a bucket scored by Mandaluyong.
But as he helped up Kupina, nobody blocked out on the weak side, allowing Mandaluyong the second chance points.
So you love the sportsmanship, but then again, you know, you have to play defense first.
Exactly. And another turnover here for Quezon City. They have, that's number 13 for the 8-8 Junior Giants.
Here they go. Isaiah Jackson sends it out to Prince Charles. Asking for a pick. Abahon provides it. Prince Charles Bernardo won't fall. Cheng brings it down. Jordan Yang sends it to the wing. Vergara now to Flores. Inside, tough shot. Getting fouled. 2 free throws coming up for Tristan Flores.
And as a coach, you hate to see your defense just standing around, reaching in when they can actually move their feet and prevent guys from getting into the paint. That's exactly what happened to Flores. Drove in, just saw a bunch of hands, started shooting the ball, draws a foul.
Flores so far 3 points, 5 boards, averaging 16 and 6 plus 3 dimes. Almost 4 dimes actually. 23 minutes of action per game as well. As he makes that free throw, they're now up by 7. Jackson brings it down. Not wasting any time, finds Charles. Jackson up top, the pick from Abahon. Now to Bernardo, they fire for 3. Won't fall. They try to save it, but Vergara gets a hold of it. Yang, good pass. Tristan Flores on the other side.
Right you are, Cho. That was a great pass by Yang. And Flores with a smooth move to adjust and finish in transition.
2 minutes gone by. The lay-in won't go for Bermudez. Abahon, that still won't fall. Hupilan this time. Still won't go for Mandaluyong. See, Flores once again. Unable to finish. Good defense from Jackson. However, an and one right here being scored by Jordan Yang. 3-point play opportunity. And puts them in double digits.
That's a problem, Joe. When you send multiple guys to get offensive rebounds, like Mandaluyong, it enables the other team to go on the fast break. And right there, great job by Yang trailing for the pound-for-pound fitness foul-counted move of the game.
However, Jordan Yang unable to convert that into a 3-point play as he averages almost 12 points per game. Meanwhile, Hupilan putting on the moves inside. They send it out. Bermudez, baseline drive, won't fall. 11-point lead for Quezon City. Cheng pulls up. That is good.
Smooth move from Cheng. So not settling for that outside 3, but instead bring it closer, and Cheng slips on the floor.
Isaiah Jackson drops it to Hupilan. Back to Jackson. That is good from Isaiah.
Oh, they needed that bucket. That was an 8-0 run by QC.
Meanwhile, Jordan Yang has it. Nowhere to go. Finds Tristan Flores. Attacking the lane. Tough shot. Won't fall for Flores. And here goes Bermudez. Hands it off to Jackson. Now Hupilan. They fire for 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Can't leave Braden Hupilan that open. He has a knockdown shooter.
Cuts it to 8. C. No good at that free throw line jumper. Bermudez brings it down against Flores. Hands it off. Hupilan. One more time. Won't go back to back. But a foul going to be called on Cheng.
Oh, Hupilan took too much time there. He lost his rhythm. That's why he missed that shot. But, you know, those are the shots you need Braden Hupilan to take.
Quezon City better not hope Hupilan will find his groove. As of right now, he has 2 threes to his name. Jackson unable to join the splash party, but a foul going to be called on Braydon Hopilan.
Hopilan just pushing off on Gomin Hui on the block out.
But Coach Mark, I think you can conclude that Hopilan is more than a shooter.
He is more than a shooter. He's multiple threats on the floor. Can post you up, can pull up from mid-range, can go downhill.
And here comes Isaiah Jackson, as we're talking about Hopilan. Here he goes, fakes on the three, the
Ooh.
bump, fading away. Oh, series of moves.
I told you, he has the mid-range. That was a mature move from Braydon Hopilan, the bump and the fade.
Again, Braydon Hopilan, more than just a shooter. Meanwhile, Vergara losing it. Jackson, good hustle from the smallest guy on the court. Meanwhile, Maxwell Train steps on the brakes. Backcourt violation.
The Train never reached the station there. He had the floater, but he decided to get deeper in the paint. That's why he was stopped by the defense.
6-point lead for Quezon City.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
D. Now to Tang. Back to D. Inside to Clores. Attacking. 2 points good for Tristan Clores.
Clores finally waking up here in the third. 8 points for one of the top scorers for Quezon City.
Bermuda steps on the brakes. Out to Prince Charles. Handing it off to Isaiah Jackson. The pick from Mabahon. Jackson out to Bermudez. Another send out. Jackson for three. That goes in.
Isaiah Jackson with his swag after that made three.
How do you like that one? Isaiah Jackson from downtown cuts it to just 5. No good. Mandaluyong a chance to cut it even further. Jackson has the leather. Couple of moves, one-hander. 5-point swing for Isaiah Jackson.
Yung tinatawag natin so magic bunot. Isaiah Jackson just stepping up big here in the third.
Again, the smallest guy on the court coming up big. Clores losing it. Jackson, the steal. Just down to 3 points. Bermudez. Hopilan fires for 3. Won't fall. Bermudez offensive board. Unable to lay it in. Still with them. Hopilan good for 2 points.
A soft touch by Braydon Hopilan there, but the great hustle by his teammates, keeping the ball alive, allowing him to get the second chance opportunity.
Hopilan and Jackson stepping up as Tang will miss that one-hander. Clores though cleans up his teammates' mess.
Again, Flores waking up at the right time. 10 points, 6 rebounds for Flores, and the ball hits the fan. We had one instance earlier that it almost hit the fan. You can say, no, the ball has hit the fan. And that's a very big fan.
That's quite a rare instance, the ball hitting a fan.
We're not talking about the people watching, but there's a huge ceiling fan here in our venue.
Meanwhile, 3-point lead for Quezon City. Isaiah Jackson had a 5-point swing earlier. Jackson, the crossover, the attack. Won't go for Isaiah. Almost getting it back, but here comes Quezon City. Gocheco attacking. Losing the leather.
It's one of those things you need to kick out. You know, that was a 1-on-2, 1-on-3 break. I think Pacheco was better served there, kicking the ball out to the corner or to the wing. Isaiah Jackson only averages 1 point, so he has 8 points now.
How do you like that one? Stepping up big. Again, the smallest guy on the court. Coming up big for Mandaluyong. A 5-point swing a while ago. Quezon City. Possession staying with them.
Same ball possession, but great defense here by Mandaluyong.
3-point lead by Quezon City. Gotchenko has it, sends it out. Cheng, nowhere to go, inside. And a violation called on him.
That's a lift. He hesitated. He didn't know if he was going to pull up or pass or dribble. He decided last minute to dribble.
Here they go. Jackson bringing it down. Under a minute remaining. Finds Kabagte inside. Unable to convert. Still with them. Good. Coming from Prince Charles Bernardo.
His Royal Highness stepping up here in the third.
I like that one. Upilan, Jackson, Bernardo. Not to mention Bermudez as well, stepping up big. And Kabagte adding his name to that list.
And now, Mandaluyong with the lead. This was at 13 earlier, so what a big run by Mandaluyong here.
Quezon City collapsing in the third. Again, courtesy of these five for Mandaluyong. As Jackson drops it, unselfish play. As that goes in.
Great pass by Isaiah Jackson there. And then what a finish by Kabagte.
How can you not love this team? Lalo na itong sa Isaiah Jackson. As Mandaluyong now up by 3. We head into this nature spring timeout.
Empowering women by redefining beauty. Found active for quality sportswear. Chris Jacob Collection for affordable but quality daily perfumes.
Back to the action right here for the start of our fourth and final period. As Mandaluyong coming alive in the third quarter. All five contributing to their squad.
And like I said, the big third quarter, 22-12 for Mandaluyong. That's why they have the lead here at 3.
Kabagte bringing it out. Finds Jackson. Almost a steal by Quezon City. But they bring it down. Isaiah, the Hesse, steps on the brakes, fires a 3. That won't fall for Isaiah. Here they go, Jordan Yang. The sidestep, what a finish from Jordan Yang.
Yang looks like he has the tools to be a good scorer. He just has to be more aggressive on offense.
1 point lead now for Manda. Sends it out. Hupilan for 3. Sends that baby home.
Of all the people you need leave open, it can't be Braden Hupilan. 24 points for the big guy.
Again, more than just a shooter, but still a shooter. As now they lose the leather. Bermudez picks it up. Attacking the lane. Unable to put one in, but last touch on Flores, possession with Mandaluyong.
For Quezon City, where do you get the offense from? You do have Cheng with 14, Yang with 12, and Flores with 10. But a lot of their points have come from the fast break or in transition, not in the half court.
Meanwhile, put back won't go for Kabagte. A minute gone by in our fourth. Flores out to Yang. Shot clock at 15. Jordan Yang losing it to Prince Charles. And on the other side, Isaiah Jackson attacking and scoring. What a game. Breakout game for Isaiah Jackson. And more importantly, a 6-point lead as we take another look. No defender in sight. Prince Charles Bernardo to Isaiah Jackson for that transition finish. 6-point lead for Mandaluyong as we head into this Nature Spring timeout. We return to the action right here. 6-point gap, Mandaluyong now in the driver's seat after trailing by as much as 13 during the past quarters.
It's because of guys like Kabagte, Isaiah Jackson, really stepping up their game in the third quarter.
Stepping up indeed is the right term. As Mandaluyong coming alive after that third quarter spark. Quezon City unable to stop the bleeding. Jackson getting some significant minutes in this ball game. Jackson sends it out. Good passing. Hopilan thought about the three. Enters the paint. Attacking. Oh, 2 free throws coming up for Braden.
It's so hard when he gets an angle on him because he's so strong that he can't even cut him off anymore. And all you can do is foul and send him to the line.
Also rocking some Kobe's as well. Kobe 6.
You have some heat on the floor. You have a Kobe 6. And there's another Kobe 6 over there and another Kobe 8. Bunch of Kobe's on the floor here. And Scoot Henderson right there. The Cheetos.
Diversity on the kicks right here. Meanwhile, 2 minutes gone by in our fourth period. The steal by Bermudez. Here he goes, attacking the lane.
Oh!
Basket and one in transition. That is Jericho Bermudez. Puts his team with a double-digit lead as we take another look in this pound-for-pound fitness foul. Counted move.
It's been the turnovers that have been killing Quezon City. They had 12 and a half. Right now, they have 22 total, which Mandaluyong has converted into 20 points. I was going to say make it 21, but no, stuck with 20.
Nonetheless, it's a 10-point lead, double-digit lead for Mandaluyong. Jackson still on the floor. One-hander, that won't fall for Vergara. And right now, Mandaluyong, another chance to extend the lead. Bermudez inbound. Oh, the steal by Jordan Yang. Basket and one. Jordan Yang answers back with that 3-point play opportunity. Cuts the lead to just 8 as we shall take another look in this pound-for-pound fitness foul counted move. This time it's Jordan Yang.
That's tough because you commit a live ball turnover and compound it by fouling and allowing Yang possible 3 points. Possible.
To clarify, possible. Nonetheless, 8-point gap. It's now in single digits. Jackson, behind the back move.
If that fell in, I don't know.
Talk about the dribbling skills of the kid. Meanwhile, Cheng misfiring. Tristan Flores, no good in the putback. And the hustle coming from Jericho Bermudez.
Bermudez has really kept that front line of Quezon City in check with his rebounding and with his hustle. And allows Braden Hopilan to really get some rest in terms of banging bodies in the paint.
Here they go.
Ooh.
5-second violation called on Jericho Bermudez.
Kobe Obama for Jericho Bermudez. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
8-point lead for Mandaluyong. Roughly 3 minutes gone by in our fourth period. Cheng trying to find Yang, but instead will find Vergara. Tapped away by Kabagte. Possession going to stay with QC.
Shot clock at 12 seconds.
Meanwhile, they send it out. C for 3. Won't go in. Possession back to Mandaluyong. So we see now Maxwell Train coming in for Mandaluyong. As Hopilan unable to catch that pass. C has it. Handing it off to Cheng. Now to Jordan Yang at the corner. He enters the paint, the attack. That's good from Jordan Yang.
I told you, Cho, he has the look and the make and the skills to be a scorer. He just has to be more aggressive.
Meanwhile, Maxwell Train sends it to his teammate Abahon, fading away. That is good. Oh, crazy shot.
You'll take that if you're Mandaluyong. Any point from, not from Mobilan or Isaiah Jackson.
Meanwhile, Vergara attacking the lane. A foul going to be called on Quezon City. Or rather on Braden Hobilan. So Mandaluyong now 2 fouls to their name. Over 6 minutes remaining in the fourth. 12-point lead. Or rather an 8-point lead for Mandaluyong. As tempo suddenly decreasing. Couple of fouls being called. We see Isaiah Jackson back in a game. Jackson unable to receive it, but it's still with Mandaluyong.
And this pressure has really picked up for Quezon City, giving Mandaluyong a harder time to bring down that basketball. But here comes Isaiah Jackson back in after a minute's rest.
Actually, Braden Hopilan, no rest. Speaking of, will miss that 3-pointer. Meanwhile, Cheng receiving it. Steps on the brakes, finds Jordan Yang, the bump. Unable to put that one in. So possession staying with Quezon City. As we see Jericho Bermudez subbing for Cabagte. Here they go. See. Fading away. That's good.
And slowly but surely, Quezon City using their defense to claw back into this game and getting timely hits from multiple guys.
Isaiah Jackson will hand it off. Another handoff. Good ball movement. Jackson ends up with it. Shot clock at 8. The pick. Sends it out. Jericho Bermudez. Elbow jumper. Won't fall. Another try. Still won't go in. Shot clock violation.
Great defense there by Quezon City, holding down the line, not allowing Mandaluyong a clean look at the rim.
Over 5 minutes remaining. QC 2 more fouls to give. Mandaluyong. Or rather, QC just 1 more foul to give, and Mandaluyong 2 more fouls to give. Cheng inside. They swing it around. Yang, the spin, the fadeaway.
Ooh.
Tough move from Jordan Yang. And a Nature Spring timeout going to be called by Coach Benji Diswe as we take another look on a tough fadeaway from Jordan Yang. Cuts the lead to just 4 over 5 minutes remaining. Back to the action right here. Over 5 minutes remaining. 4-point lead for Mandaluyong. Quezon City still in this one. As Mandaluyong has possession, Hopilan finds Bermudez. Bermudez stepping on the brakes. And they set up the offense. Jackson has it. Out to Bernardo. Picked up by Cheng. The pick from Abahon. 3 seconds violation called on Braden Hopilan.
And Braden Pilon's arguing he was in the outside the red area, but the paint extends to both colors there. So mental mistake there from Braden Hopilan. Again, he's just, what, 12 years old. So
Again, still 1 or 2 more years left to play in the 14 and under division. Meanwhile, a steal by Braden. Hands it off to Prince Charles. Outside to Jackson. Drop pass. Good passing. Abahon with a bucket.
great pass by Isaiah Jackson then, recognizing, bringing in the help, knowing where his teammate was along the baseline.
Again, can you not love the unselfishness of Isaiah Jackson? Meanwhile, intercepting the pass was Hopilan. But C dives for it. He's on the floor. Now it's with Yang. Oh, sidestep beauty, but unable to finish.
Such a good move by Yang. Unfortunately, not making the layup.
Tough break for Quezon City, unable to cut the lead to just 4. So a couple of substitutions right here. Tan back in the ball game. And here goes Bermudez, attacking the lane, unable to finish against Tan. Yang brings it down, sends it to the other side. Good passing inside. Clores, drop pass to Tan. Basket and 1 for Paxton Tan. What a sequence, and good pass as well coming from Tristan Clores. As we perhaps shall take another look. Again, that Clores to Tan connection. Pound for pound fitness foul counted move.
Great pass, like you said, Cho, but the patience from Tan. Fly by once, take the hit. +1, hopefully, for them.
And more importantly, converts it into a 3-point play and cuts the lead to just 3 for Mandaluyong. Isaiah Jackson. Again, you gotta love how composed this kid is. The pick from Hopilan sends it out. Prince Charles sends it to the other wing. Back to Bernardo, now to Jackson. Isaiah Jackson. The pick from Abahon. They put one up. That hits rim. So no shot clock violation, but Cocheco able to grab it. Vergara, they fire for 3. They tie the ball game up.
What the big 3 there from Vergara, and the steal.
Quezon City a chance to take the lead. Clores, so that was intended for the cutting teammate, but Yang has it. Sidestep. No travel call.
Oh, and bad foul there by Yang because they're going to be in the penalty.
Number 23, his second penalty.
So tough break this time for Quezon City. But nonetheless, a chance to take the lead. How do you like that sequence? Vergara tying the ball game up. They get a steal, but a miss coming from Jordan Yang. So Prince Charles Bernardo.
Warning on team manager Mark Hananoff for unsportsmanlike behavior.
And a warning gonna be called on Coach Mark Herrera for unsportsmanlike behavior. Nonetheless, a chance to take the lead. Prince Charles Bernardo at the free throw line. Under 3 minutes remaining in our final chapter. As first one won't fall for Prince Charles. Two out of 2 for Mr. Bernardo. Meanwhile, Vergara. Now to Clores. Traveling violation. So our score says all 62, but
That should be 64 for
yes,
Mandaluyong.
after those free throws from Prince Charles. So right now, falling to the floor. So that means 2 free throws once again.
Blocking foul on number 22, Maxwell Tan. That's his second penalty. At the line, shooting 2, Kobe Abahon.
So the score should be 64-62.
Still there.
And Abahon should be able to give them a 3-point lead if he makes this free throw. But if not, they're up by 2. So I think he will stick with all 62. The Bermudez no good on that lay-in.
Shot clock violation. Substitution.
So over 2 minutes remaining.
For Ryan Pacheco.
We enter our last 2 minutes. Vergara unable to hit it from deep. Out of bounds possession. I think now with Mandaluyong, yes indeed it is. A chance for them to take the lead. Braden Hopilan shall bring it out. Meanwhile, Hopilan attacking the lane.
Ooh, what a
tough
shot!
Wow! How do you like that one?
What a shot by Hopilan.
So right now our official score 64-62 as Cheng no good from that 3-pointer.
In the push, that's a bad foul by Quezon City. And they're going to send Hopilan to the free throw line.
Pushing foul on number 22.
Perhaps may have panicked during that moment.
Penalty.
But nonetheless, Braden Hopilan, solid game for him. A chance to extend the lead perhaps into a 2-possession game. So far, 26 points for Braden Hopilan. First one is good. Makes it a 3-point game. Second one will make it a 2-possession game. Two out of 2 for Braden Hopilan. 28 points for him. Let's take another look on that tough finish with a contact from Braden Hopilan. Solid outing for him, almost a double-double as we thought we shall take a short break. Back to the action right here. Under 2 minutes remaining in our fourth and final period. Mandaluyong up by 4 after those 2 free throws from Braden Hopilan, who has 30 points now, by the way.
What a game for Braden Hopilan.
Add 8 boards to those 30 points. So 4th foul now called on Braden. But let's see how that'll affect itong si Braden on that defensive side.
That's the 14th foul for Mandaluyong
So looks like free throws will be given to Ryan C. But wait a minute, we're still clarifying things over. Let's take another look. What exactly happened?
You look at Braden Kapilan on the upper right portion of your screen before the inbounds.
There seems to have been a push.
Yeah, it was a clear shove. I mean, it's the definition of a foul, but the thing is, it's before the ball is live, so that's going to be a free throw.
So they cut it to just 3. One possession game. It's in the hands of Quezon City. Cheng. Thought about the 3. Clores will fire one. Unable to tie the ball game up. They get it back. Vergara fading away. Good for 2 points.
Smart move by Vergara, not pulling it out. He had an open jumper for 2. Ooh, bad pass by Isaiah Jackson.
Cheng sends it out. Vergara for 3. They take the lead. Cold-blooded shot coming from Way Vergara, giving his squad a 2-point lead. How do you like that one? Over a minute remaining in the 4th. Let's take another look. Offensive board, good for 2 points on his first shot. And on the next possession, Cheng to Vergara. Quick 5-point swing for Way Vergara. 2-point lead for Quezon City. And a Nature Spring timeout called by Coach Benji Diswe. Over a minute remaining in the 4th and final period. Quezon City now with a 2-point lead again after that 5-point swing coming from Way Vergara. And right now, someone from Mandaluyong will have to step up. Hopilan finds Jackson. And here we go, Braydon Hopilan attacking. Unable to put one in. Last touch, it's going to stay with Mandaluyong. So we shall take another look on who last touch the basketball. So the attack from Hopilan, the tap by Clores, and I think C had a little bit of touch on that one.
It's hard to see because it happened so quick. So we'll have to see it slower because he had his hand on the bottom part of the ball, so it's not clear if it really deflected off him. Maybe if you can see it slower, I don't know. 50-50 right there. It's not clear.
I think it's going to be a judgment call.
If it's not clear, it usually goes. Yeah, there. Problem was, hindi kasi nagpalit ng direksyon yung bola on the tip. Usually, if it does glance off somebody, you should have seen the ball change direction a bit. But it didn't, so referees made their decision.
So that's Physics 101 from Coach Mark.
Wow. Bad pass.
Hopilan this time on the break. The bump. So a foul going to be called. Looks like Braydon Hopilan can tie the ball game up at the free throw line. And again, not the guy you want to send to the free throw line. But this time it's a different scenario. Pressure being pressed upon Braydon's shoulders.
He's very good free throw shooter. Nice touch.
But will miss the first free throw. Again, that's what I've been talking about, Coach. Pressure is a different feeling.
Also, Braydon Hopilan has played almost the entire game. 39 minutes. So that could be fatigue as well.
Second one on its way. Hopilan will go 0 out of 2. But they will get it back. Hopilan ties the ball game up. He doesn't want free throws. He wants a field goal.
The Cardinals sin. Nobody blocking out the shooter. Hopilan grabs his miss and puts it back in. 68 all. Cho, hold on to your bench. Because we're sitting on the bench.
So right now, under a minute remaining. 68 all. Flores to Jordan Yang. Good passing. Vergara at the wing. Against Hopilan this time. Nowhere to go. Good passing. Flores has it. Attacks the lane. Fading away. Able to give Quezon City the lead.
What a shot by Flores in the clutch.
Let's take another look. Flores in this pound-for-pound fitness foul counted move, fading away from the bucket. Donning that jersey number 8 rightfully. And a chance to give themselves a much secured 3-point lead. .44 seconds remaining. Completes a 3-point play. 3-point lead for Quezon City. Mandaluyong will have to make a 3 to tie the ball game up. Both teams no more fouls to give as Coach Benji Diswe calling for a nature spring timeout. Let's take another look. Braydon Hopilan, after missing 2 free throws, able to tie the ball game up after a tough shot. And of course that and one 3-point play coming from Jordan Yang. 3-point lead for Quezon City, 71 to 68.
Ball possession, Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith.
Back to the action, 34 seconds remaining. 3-point lead by Quezon City. Mandaluyong a chance to tie the ball game up or cut the lead to just 1. Braydon Hopilan, the spin. Unable to put one in. Still with Mandaluyong, but steps out of bounds and possession going to Quezon City.
And that was his shot, you know. He took the bump, he had the fade, just missed it.
Right now, Jordan Yang trying to find his teammates. Long pass.
Bad pass again. Flores was already open.
Meanwhile, Hopilan, a chance to tie the ball game up. And he doesn't. Isaiah Jackson gets it back. Still no good on that short stab attempt. But possession staying with Mandaluyong. There's still 24 seconds remaining.
Looks like Mandaluyong doesn't have a timeout left here, so they're going to have to run their baseline out of bounds. Look for the screener to slip for a layup, but they might look for a 3 here.
Here we go. Prince Charles Bernardo. It's outside. Nowhere to go. Tough shot, won't fall. Flores on the fast break. Attacking the lane, drop pass to Yang. 5-point lead for Quezon City.
Flores now with a big double-double, 13 points, 10 rebounds. More importantly, an assist for a layup to Ying.
Jackson, last 10 seconds, layup. Won't fall. 2 free throws coming up for Isaiah Jackson. Had a big game today.
Big free throws now for Isaiah Jackson. He makes both. They have a chance to at least press and force a turnover for 3. But he needs to make both.
First one is good for Isaiah. So far has 11 points to his name. Second one on its way for Jackson. Will go 2 out of 2. Cuts the lead to just 3. 9 seconds remaining. Nature Spring timeout called right here. Let's take another look. Flores at the fast break. Good location to Jordan Yang as they extend the lead to 5. But right now, there's a 3-point lead after a perfect trip from Isaiah Jackson. Back to the action right here. 73-70, 3-point lead for Quezon City as they'll be having possession. Both teams no more fouls to give. Cheng at the sideline. Nowhere to go. Finds Yang and a foul. Going to be committed. So free throws coming up for Jordan Yang. Also had a good game today. Seven seconds remaining. Yang, first free throw. It's off.
He needs one to be for Quezon City to breathe a bit more. And nobody's locating Isaiah Jackson to my left here.
And finally, someone goes to him as he goes 0 out of 2. Here they go. They fire for 3. Unable to tie the ball game up. Jackson sends it out. Hopilan. What a shot from Braydon Hopilan.
That was close, Joe. We have to see it again. That was really close.
What a shot. Last second Hail Mary. Props to Isaiah Jackson for sending it out to Braydon Hopilan. Let's take another look. Jackson sends it out. Hopilan.
Oh, unfortunately, it was still in his hands. What a shot by Braydon Hopilan. Half a second late from the looks of it, but we have to check it out again.
Another look right here, Jackson.
Look at the clock. Still in his hands, clear as day. It doesn't count, but what a shot nonetheless from Braydon Hopilan. But unfortunately, comes up short.
And that's gotta break the heart of Mandaluyong. That's gotta hurt, but nonetheless, still a solid shot and a solid game from Mandaluyong. And that'll be it. Our final score, 73-70. 3-point win by the Quezon City 8-8 Junior Giants. A close call that time. How do you like that ending? Nonetheless, again, it's a win. And with that win, the Junior Giants will go 2-2. And Mandaluyong falling to 2-3 in our standings. What a game it has been. Quezon City with a close call right here as we await our Don Benito's best player of the game. But let's take another look. Hupilan, again, just like what Coach Mark said, it was still in his hands when the clock came to 0. So I think, yeah, I think they're still reviewing it. Coach, or rather Commissioner Keith himself went into the production room and tried to see it for himself. Same with Executive Director J.R. Navarro. So they're currently looking at it right now. But I think our officials already decided na hindi counted. So I think that'll be the final decision, Coach.
It was called. The buzzer sounded, so that's it.
Yeah, that is definitely it. But, you know, for just our viewers, we can
This
take
was
another
the
look.
final sequence here. They're going to miss. Mandaluyong is going to miss the first 3, but what great hustle by Isaiah Jackson to get the offensive rebound. 3 seconds. Jackson with the rebound right there. And clear as day. Hands. It was in 0. What could have been? What could have been?
Well, perhaps if he shot it like in an alley-oop 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
But it still landed on his feet. So yeah, we see Executive Director J.R. Navarro and Commissioner Keith Picazo checking it out, saying for themselves na hindi nga talaga counted. And that'll be it. Again, congratulations to Quezon City, 8-8 Junior Giants. They're now at 2-2. Ito namang Mandaluyong falls to 2-3. Both teams in the middle of the pack as we await our Don Benito's best player of the game. And it'll be hard to find someone, you know, who stood out on those performances. But then again, we can only give our best player of the game to one guy, to one kid. And we shall identify him in a short while, to be introduced by no other than Miss Nicole Lim, our courtside reporter.
I'm with Jordan Yang from Quezon City Junior Giants. Jordan, you contributed the 18 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. At grabe ang crucial at intense ng game nyo, especially on the last seconds ng game ninyo. What emotions are coming into your mind as you win on today's game?
Yeah, I guess it's just play for the win. And actually on my part, I did bad under pressure. I really need to work on that.
Meron ka bang gustong pasalamatan o batiin na sumusuporta sa inyo ngayon?
I want to thank my family, my relatives, my friends for the non-stop support.
Pasalamat rin tayo to our sponsor, Don Benitos, for providing a sumptuous Filipino delicacy to our player of the game. Don Benitos, ang pambansang kasaba.
Thank you very much, Nicole, for that interview of our best player of the game, Jordan Yang, carrying his squad to a W right here. Quezon City climbing up the middle of the pack at 2-2. And ito namang Mandaluyong remaining with 2-3. And that will do it. But now for our upcoming games. This July 7 Sunday at the Alonte Sports Arena in Binyan City. First set will be between Las Piñas, Isa Botanica Whitening Warriors and Mindoro Burbets. And for the second set, the home team, Binyan Tatak Gel and San Pedro Spartans going at it, a southern matchup. But now that will wrap up our games today. Thank you very much to everyone who tuned in. Thank you very much as well to our sponsors, Pound for Pound Fitness, Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, Pound Active, to Wingbowl, to Nature Spring, Jinky Skin, Chris Jacobs, and Don Benitos. Thank you very much as well to Commissioner Keith Picazo, to Executive Director J.R. Navarro, to every junior MPBL officer. And again, everybody, don't forget to tune in to the upcoming Junior MPBL 21 and Under D-League As once again, this is Chop Pangilinan, Coach Mark Dandan and Nicole Lim, and this is your Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabayad pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL would like to thank Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang cassava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines, pound for pound fitness, Be Liga Ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active, for quality sportswear, Wing Bowl, it's like coming home, Chris Jacob Collection, for affordable but quality daily perfumes,